Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Polynesia. So last time we managed to end the war with Carthage, we vassalized her, and well, she's still pretty strong, even though she lost like 5 cities, she still has 4 cities left, she has her capital, she has some wonders, so we gained a pretty decent ally with that, so that's great, or ally, it's not an ally, it's a vassal. So that's great, and I also talked about my plans for the future. I was talking about these 3 cities that once we take those, we secure one side of the map, and then we can just like sit here with all of our ships and make sure that America can't really ever surprise us and just easily win the game. But it's true that if I conquer these 3 cities, which at this point would be very easy to do, it would basically be a domination victory. So basically everybody in comments said that the war with Ethiopia is not necessary. Like, the war with Carthage was something that I didn't start, and if I didn't do something about her, she would keep attacking throughout the whole game, and she would just be a problem. So there was a reason to do what I did. Here, Ethiopia is not provoking us, and it would be an aggressive move from me towards him to attack him, and therefore that makes this like the step towards domination victory. So okay, we are not trying to do that in this series. We are not trying to go for a domination victory. So let's just leave Ethiopia and we'll continue, see how it works. I still think that he is going to be a problem. Taking these cities here, that's the safest way, and that's the guaranteed way how to win this game. It's not what we are trying to do, but it's the easy way to win. So if we just wanted to win as soon as possible, this would be the way to go. We are trying to achieve something else, so let's just focus on that. And I'm actually quite curious, how hard will Ethiopia be able to snowball, let's say, 2 eras from now? He is in blind. He's still in the Renaissance era somehow. I kind of expected him to be in industrial already, but he has to be pretty close to industrial. Let's see. Early atomic era. That's what I'm curious about, how hard he can snowball at that point. We can't win here. We need to get to, I think it's telecommunication if we want to get the diplomatic victory, if I remember correctly, but I'll have to check that again. I do that so very rarely that every time that I try to get the diplomatic victory, I have to check how exactly it works and how it changed since the last time I tried. So yeah, we'll find out if AI like Ethiopia, when left unchecked, can just snowball out of control, even from suboptimal position, because he doesn't really have that many cities. There isn't that much room for him to grow. Well, how far is America? America is quite far, so he doesn't have a direct competitor. Japan currently isn't someone's vassal. And we'll just keep an eye on this, see what happens. Okay. I still want to buy some ships because the plan is to move 1 fleet here, just in case he tries to attack. It's still possible he decides to attack. Then I want to have a 2nd fleet here. Both these fleets will be quite strong. And then a small, maybe 2 small groups of ships, like 4 or 5 ships here and 4 or 5 ships here, so that if America attacks, we can control the tercios around here. And also if Pakal somehow gets dragged into war against us, that we can control units that could be coming from here. Fine, so that's the first thing that we have to do. Also, we have to decide the fate of the Hadrumetum, the first city that we conquered. Because if I get rid of the city, I'm pretty sure Ethiopia is gonna settle this time. But, like, this city doesn't really give us anything. That's the problem. Like, for us, it's pretty bad. But for the AI, it's a spot that's definitely worth settling. And when I was talking about raising the city, that was when I was like expecting to get these 3 cities. So since we are not getting them, maybe I could just keep the city. And we'll lose a little bit of happiness, but it doesn't really make any difference at this point. Do we have... No, we don't have Courthouse. Why does it take so damn long? Because of this. So we want to work the forge. And I guess we're gonna need this workboat after all. I think I will have to pay for a few buildings here. So let's start with the courthouse. Okay, we definitely want to work these. We could just focus on specialists here. That's fine. We can find a use for this city. Do we need to leave ships down here? Probably not. Maybe 1 or 2, just in case. I will probably leave this one so that I have vision, but I think it will be fine. I know that I said that I would play off camera for a bit, do all of this ship movement off camera, but that was when I expected to fight more. Since we are not fighting anymore, I have to make sure that I focus on the diplomacy and all the micromanagement every turn. I just decided to record everything. Maybe I should have just... I should have done this off camera, just the first turn of orders. Oh well. Okay, we're gonna keep 2, 3 ships here probably. You will go there. You can go there. Fortify. I'll probably just buy some more crossbowmen for all of these cities. Or if we are not fighting anymore, let's see how many crossbows do we have. 11, and we currently control 14 cities. So we just buy 3 more crossbows. Oh wait, that's a profit. Where are we sending him? Here, let's say. I don't really need 2 ships here. I probably don't need any ships here, to be honest, because this is just controlled by Carthage completely. Okay, any more ships that we can move at this point? You can move. Let's go north. And I think that's it. Good. Can we pay for something? Can we buy something? I wanted to buy a frigate. I think think I'm gonna buy one more frigate. I'm going to focus on our navy for a bit. So for next, let's say, 20 turns, I'll neglect all of the envoys. But once we are done with this round of like ship or unit production, then we are probably done with it for the rest of the game. It's just gonna be about upgrading, and then we can, for the rest of the game, invest everything into diplomatic units. Now, I'm gonna move this guy. Can we upgrade him, by the way? Don't think that we have upgrade for him yet. But I'm gonna move him here, because that's gonna give us vision deep into, come on, Ethiopian territory. So in case he decides to attack, we should know about it like 2 turns ahead, probably. Now, 260, that's a lot of influence. But we are getting 105 at this point. Okay. Well, let's do that. We do have enough envoys heading south. Okay, good. Next. Yes, let us work together. I'm surprised that he's not bitching about me increasing her taxes. Except my offer of fealty? Is he... What was he talking about with the offer of fealty? Geneva wants Buddhism. Where is Geneva? And we have also quest for iron. Nice. I think we are already working on that. Oh, okay. Let's get iron. Strategic monopoly. How did this happen? 23. How much money do we have? 1,000. Can I buy an envoy? I can. Okay, I'm willing to invest a little bit more into the city-states that are right next to us. Just to make sure that those alliances hold. Horses to Washington ended. Iron to Buckle ended. I'll just finish this naturally next turn. So you want iron. That's a decent reward. Geneva. Geneva is here. Okay, how far are we from the next? I'm not sure that one charge will be enough for this. I'll just send the next prophet to the city-state. Fortify. You know what, let's send this one north. And we're gonna repair this one here and leave it around the city. Because we don't have to send everything to specific tiles, just in this general direction. Don't want to be too close. This is definitely not supposed to look aggressive. This really is here, or this fleet is really gonna be here just in case. Unless I'm forced to use those ships, they'll just be there until the end of the game doing nothing. Oh, there we go. Now she's complaining. Okay, I think the next goal is to get above 50% happiness as soon as possible. Then make sure that we stay above 50. And then just focus on city-states as much as possible. Get that. Okay, we get the reward. We did. So cancel that. Rinse and repeat. They should probably fix this, because it's so easy to exploit. Horses. Gladly. It's a pretty bad reward. But it will at least give us friendship. So we have currently, what, 30 city-states where we don't have at least friendship. These two will get pretty easily. Vancouver, there it might be a bit of a problem, because we might be... Oh, we are not at negative numbers. I thought we were deep in the red numbers, because I'm pretty sure Ethiopia is spamming great diplomats here, which is surprising. I mean, it's just a maritime and hostile city-state. That's a horrible city-state to really focus on. So I think I'll just leave Vancouver. They can have it. Instead, I will try to take some of the cultured city-states from them. Okay, what are we doing here? Sanction Ethiopia. How many votes do we have? That's the first thing that we want to know. Sanction Carthage. I'm not sure that I can really prevent the sanction on Carthage unless I go all in on that. If she invests all of her votes... Ethiopia will invest 5 votes, all of his votes, to stop the sanction. So I could just brute force this. Because I think, who's bitching about us becoming friendly with Carthage? Bakal? That's 2. Japan, I think that's 5. So they will vote most likely for this sanction. I'm thinking if there is a way for me to somehow stop this and guarantee this. I need to make life more difficult for him. And then I'm hoping that many people use their votes here. Oh wait, that would be a big mistake. Sanction Ethiopia, yes. So I'm hoping that saves like Pakal, Japan, maybe America use their votes here. Carthage will probably try to stop this. So it might end up being just our votes against the Ethiopian votes here. Unless he bought some votes. I mean, it's gonna be close, but we might be able to pull this off. Be great if we could sanction him here. Okay, we could build Taj Mahal. We don't really have anything better to do except building Diplomat. What do we get from Taj Mahal? Golden Age would be great. Science would be nice. Just the Golden Age. Do we want to invest 18 turns production to get the Golden Age, even if it's not like guaranteed? This is... I don't know. 18 turns. What do we get in 18 turns? We get economic. That would help us building windmills basically everywhere. That's something. It would give us money. What else is there for us to build? Ships. Envoys. Let's try to get a Golden Age. I think we're gonna lose it. 18 turns is a long time. Oh, that's a lot of citizens that are not doing anything. I'll get the profit before I buy the religious buildings. Okay, so you are also moving this way. Now we should get the alliance. Yep. I'll have to send like 3 corvettes up here. Just making sure that I didn't forget about some ships. You can probably move back a bit. Next. What have I done? I'm not trying to align myself with the Maya. Ethiopia is now ally of Kabul. Kabul is... Where is... Oh, Kabul, that's the city-state that conquered... conquer the city. How much influence? 110. We could just send the cargo ship. Okay, we're gonna do that, and maybe one. Let's see. One envoy. Do we care about the monopoly on horses? I don't think so, because these two horses are giving us the monopoly unless we manage to get some more horses from city-state somehow. Let's get rid of it so that we can get the quest again. Sanction Carthage failed. So everybody was against. That's quite a few votes, okay? But I think it's not enough. I don't see America voting here. I'm pretty sure Ethiopia is fine. Yeah, there was Ethiopia, America, and Japan. And no one cares about Casus Belli. I didn't want Casus Belli to pass, so whatever. The most longs for Hermitage. We're gonna do that. What's the reward? Golden Age points. I'll take Golden Age points. There's no reason for Sweden to be sanctioned. Next. Okay, fortify. What I should do, I should go through all of the newly conquered cities and make sure that we are not doing something stupid. This should be fine. Need to fix this tile. I thought this city had more fish tiles. I guess not. What about some production, maybe? Next. How are we doing happiness-wise? 47. At least it's not going down. How much time do we have? 8 turns. That time we could go for one public work. I think I'll just get one ship. You are supposed to go to Kabul, if I remember correctly. Next. Oh, we lost religion in Samoa, I didn't notice. That's probably just because of pressure. No, that really shouldn't be because of pressure. Someone probably used a missionary here. Okay, so we managed to win the tech race. This is probably gonna be a bit of a mess for a while, until we get all of our ships into position. much money do we have? 1100. How much are crossbowmen? Oh, they're really cheap. Okay, so I think that's those 3 that we needed. Now we have a garrison everywhere. How many units do we have? So we probably want to get like 10 more ships and then we are done. Next. Did I get too many? 2, 3. Probably gonna leave most of my frigates here. Next. Uh-oh, we lost our spy. Okay, so no extra science. Special agent succeeded in Kyoto and completed his mission. Just died in the process. That's also an option. Okay, so we are almost done with all of the ships. How is the profit next turn? And we still have 5 turns, so let's queue up another frigate. 0 remaining, so we should get the reward. Even though we lost the spy. Next. Yeah. If I didn't have the quest to spy on him, I wouldn't care about him at all, so I think I can promise him that I won't to spy there anymore. Okay, now we're gonna switch synagogues. How many cities do we need to flip? 1, 2, 3. Although here... No, we need to flip this as well. I think flipping our cities is now more important than doing the city-state quest. And I actually thought that this style was improved. Okay, so let's improve it. Okay, so we did get the extra science. I want to have spies in the cultured city-states. That's the highest priority for me. I actually expected to see more, a lot more. But there are 2 hills that we can't see behind that. That's one reason why we can't see that much. What if I send you... I probably should stay here. I need to know if there are ships in the area so that I can reinforce. This doesn't even look like a fleet, really. I'll have to send more ships this way. Okay. How much money do we have? 600. But we are somehow making 400 gold per turn. How much is Ethiopia making? Less? America? That's quite impressive. How the hell are we making so much money? Well, I guess the combination of a vassal and city-state alliances. Next. So what are we trying to get? I think we are trying to get mercantilism. I think we are like 1 or 2 turns away from windmills. That's gonna be an important building, so... I mean, we can start it on the public works, then we're just gonna switch. Next. Okay, so once again, we don't need great works really. How much, or how many points are we missing? We are like halfway. Thinking if this one isn't too early to just burn for points. Okay, let's get the great work from this one so that we have more options to get the sets, and the future artists are a bit stronger. This looks really cool. Holy crap, this looks good. And we are trying to get to the next social policy as quickly as possible, so that right there helped a lot. what's next? Diplomat in 3, so that should be another vote. I'm pretty sure we can still find a city-state on the map that doesn't have an embassy. Or at least I hope we can find one. Next. So again, he is sending diplomatic units to Kabul, and Kabul is a city-state that I want to control. 275. How much money do we have? 1660. We need 600. 92. You're hostile, so not really that interesting. And I would have to use 3. Okay, that's not worth it. So let's do... Can't? Wait, really? Next. How much money do we have? 1100. So first of all, we want to buy a cargo ship. The question is, where do we send it? I kind of want to send one ship to Honolulu. We have 9 trade routes at this. I think we can afford to have one cargo ship feeding the capital, so I guess I should have bought it somewhere else. Oh well. Here, how much production do we have? 88. We have a lot of food, so we probably could use some extra production from specialists. Let's try to get an engineer somehow. And maybe we don't have to work the Chancery for now. I'll just get maybe one more citizen, then we're gonna return to the Chancery. Come on, I need you to move faster. Next. Now we get another courthouse. Oh, what the hell was that? I have to move my phone a little bit farther away. What are you telling me that? Oh, because I didn't have a single city that still needed a synagogue. Okay, so now it should work again. I want to buy these tiles at some point. Get a little bit more production in this city. I may actually buy this. Do we have a work? We do have work right here. Next. Pakal entered industrial era? Well, that's a surprise. 40 tags. He is ahead? How is Pakal ahead of us? That's quite impressive. Oh, human rationalism, he probably just got the free tag. Okay, that would make sense. How many cities? 4. So with him, it will always be just if somehow he starts threatening anything, just crush him. Okay, let's see if there are still city-states that don't have an embassy. Okay, Vatican. Is it possible to get an embassy there even? It is. Let's try to grow a little bit more before we lock specialists. I'll have to decide how tall I want to go before I just go all in on specialists. I think here I won't try to grow like super tall to have most of the specialists locked in every city. Here I'll probably just specialize each city. Maybe each city will focus on like 2 specialists, 2 types of specialists. We should have enough cities to cover everything easily. But I think I would still like to get to size like 20 before I do that. 48%. We need more happiness. Can we trade something somewhere? People want to buy from us, but they don't have anything to offer. We could probably burn an admiral. Can we? No. I'm pretty sure that I sold everything. I could sell him Wales for... that's not worth it. Yeah, here... at this point, I'd probably just buy. I don't think... or maybe sell to like one of these 3... oh, he's still sanctioned. But we are making enough money, we just need to find the happiness somewhere. I don't think we need an admiral here. So what did we get? Tea. And we can sell the tea to Mongolia. 12. 14 maybe? 14 is acceptable, that's a good price. And we are back to 50%. How many admirals do we have? I think we should have 2 more, right? Yeah, we do have 2 more. Think about burning the other one as well. I think we will have to fight both America and Ethiopia at some point, so maybe I should keep them. Is there anything that we want to purchase automatically? Not really. And I'm pretty sure we'll enter industrial era before we are forced to buy another prophet. Thinking if I want to lock engineers, maybe I should get windmill, then workshop. Just build everything. And is it gonna make a difference? That's probably the question. Not much of a difference. This style would be nice. Try to remember and lock this tile once we get the Moai there. Okay, production. What gives us early production? It's +2 from the well. That's probably what we're gonna start with. Then, how much money do we have? We want the arena next, and then barracks, and then forge. That covers all of the early production. And with that, we should be able to rebuild a little bit faster. We have discount on buildings, so I'm trying to use it as much as possible. Next. Do I want to sell him those whales? How much... Come on, how much would you pay? Whatever. thinking if I need more workers, but actually there are not that many tiles that I want to rework. Yeah, I think these two will be able to handle it. Next. How many alliances do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have probably like 10 in average the whole time. We managed to steal 2 city-states back this turn, that's why we have 11. But I think 10 in average, which is more or less what I expected. And that's before we can start forcing alliances with Sphere of Influence. Did we really lose it 3 turns before completion? How much culture did we get? 600, so 1 turn of Word of Culture. Oh, that was so worth it. Well, I knew that there was a risk, and maybe I should have just paid for it. I was a bit too confident. Vilnius desires trade route. Let's see, what do we have? Milan. That's fine. Prague. You want those constabularies, and you want... what's the other one? Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So we should get this back with those constabularies.
Well, go on.
I think I still want to trade with him, but try to stay friendly.
Agreed.
Where's Vilnius? Here. This is not the best quest, but I kinda have to do it so that it can appear somewhere else. But both the reward and Vilnius, we are in control here, I'm pretty sure. No one is really competing for Vilnius. This is a little bit of like a wasted trade route for a while. Oh well, can't always get ideal quests, I guess. Bank. Yeah, I still want constabulary before the windmill. Well, and I wanted to end this episode with the Taj Mahal. I guess that's not happening anymore. We are too far away from mercantilism. I think we're just gonna make a cut here. Five turns away from acoustics, let's just finish it. But I think after that I will go for scientific theory. We will need the science since we are not trying to destroy, or like, not destroy, cripple Ethiopia. We will need stronger science. And then we go industrialization and get the Palace of Westminster. It's so important to get as soon as possible. Plus, of course, diplomats, ironclads, like everything that we get from industrialization is important. Okay, so we are done with this episode. I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. Until then, have a good time. Bye bye.